Hello again, all life path number 9s. This is your July reading for 2019. As I stated in all my other videos, I've done a separate video on the astrology as there's quite a bit happening in July, which that video is already up on my YouTube channel or my Facebook page. I'm still going to go over the new moons and a few other things for the month because it's quite a major month. We'll start off with the new moon on the 2nd or 3rd of July, depending on whether you're southern or northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, it will be the 3rd of July. There is a new moon in Cancer, and it is a total solar eclipse. So, with eclipses, where we have had no eclipses so far this year, this is now what we call the eclipse season. So that new moon in Cancer, it is a total solar eclipse. With the star sign Cancer, it is the family planet. So anything that involves family, extended family, conjoined families, that's what it's dealing with, anything to do with the sign of Cancer. Cancer is a very family-orientated, home-loving sign. So that sort of thing we'll be dealing with, and being that it is a total solar eclipse, it's going to be quite powerful. Eclipses have always been known to usher in change, and the effect of this one will be felt deep within the emotional body as well. So I'll go now to the 16th of July, where we have a full moon in the sign of Capricorn, and it is a partial lunar eclipse. Okay, so Cancer and Capricorn are the major signs for 2019, being that we have the North Node and the South Node in those signs. I think it is the North Node that is in Cancer and the South Node that is in Capricorn. Excuse me. So that's the new moon and the full moon. We also, this month, we have 2 new moons. So I'm going to give you also the second new moon date, which is the 31st of July, or it will be the 1st of August. So that new moon is a new moon in the sign of Leo. And we also have 2 other things happening in the sign of Leo. On the 7th of July, Mercury goes retrograde in the sign of Leo, and the Sun enters Leo, which is the start of Leo season. So happy birthdays to all the Leos out there. I'm going to go back to the Mercury retrograde, which is happening on the 7th of July. Mercury is the planet of communication, anything to do with emails, faxes, texts, messages, letters, any form of communication, even verbal. It is also classed as things like computers can break down, machinery, cars. And it also involves travel. So if you've got any travel plans, it might be a good idea that you postpone them for the month of July at least, or somehow alter them or rearrange them. If you can't, double check everything, triple check it if you have to. Mercury is the trickster planet, so that's why these things kind of happen. So Mercury is going retrograde on the 7th, and it's only for about 3 weeks, but we do have a shadow period either side of Mercury's retrograde and stationing direct, which they call the shadow period, so it could last up to 5 weeks. So Mercury goes direct again on the 31st, or it stations direct on the 31st of July. So I think that's all the major things for the month. Like I say, I've already done the video, so go and watch that one. I'm going to do a little bit different for the reading at the moment, or the readings for July. I've already shuffled your deck and split the cards. So I'm going to do a 6-card spread with that one and clarify with 3 cards if I need to. And I'm also going to pull an extra message card here from the Gilded Tarot, which I haven't used these cards for a long time, but I was urged to use that for July. I'm just going to move some things out of my way. So let's roll up my sleeves and we'll place your cards down and see what we get. Another thing I've found so far with the July readings, that a lot of cards are jumping into the next life path number. So like one's cards, some of them are going into 2, 2s into 3, 3s into 4s, and so on and so on. So a lot of the same sort of themes are coming up. Just pop those up there a bit. So like I say, I'm going to pull 3 clarifying cards once we've got through this and see where we're heading with this reading. So basically we'll start here. This is like the beginning of the month. So the 5 of Michael, and this one says, this situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. So that's Archangel Michael there, standing on a cliff edge, and he's severed this connection that no longer serves him or you. You can ask Archangel Michael. Nearly called him Uncle Michael then. That could be a good one for the bloopers. None of my videos are edited. I say it like it is. If I make a blooper, I make a blooper. But anyway, so the 5 of Michael here. The situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. And the card beneath it is the 10 of Ariel. 10s are always ends of cycles. And it says, there is so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement. A rich and rewarding family life. And so like I said, that solar eclipse in Cancer right at the beginning of July has something to do with this about family. A rich and rewarding family life. I'm just looking at the cards to see where we're going with that. It may need to clarify to see where we're going. But this is, especially with the 5 of Michael here, whatever situation is not serving you, it's now time to move on from it, to sever your connection to it, or your tie to it, or a cord to it. And this can be emotional stuff, negative stuff, but it's time to release that attachment to it, and to the outcome. It's going back down here. There is so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement. A rich and rewarding family life. So you've only got 2 major arcana cards this month. And these 2 cards have been coming up a lot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over here to the middle part. I feel it's got something to do with these cards over here. This is the 4 of Raphael, and it says, seek out other possibilities, look for the magic in life, and be aware of your own emotions. So that's that card there. With this card here, this card can be a little bit of feeling down in the dumps, feeling life is just all work and no play. Nothing in life is really standing out to you at the moment. It's just the same old every day. But this card's come along to say that, you've got to look for the magic in life. All things are changing at the moment. especially with this card underneath, which is a Major Arcana card, the Emperor, that's that one. It says the stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. So maybe it's time you found that spark in life again. No one's going to change your life unless you change it. There's always a spark in life. You just need to find it. Yes, it's okay to feel like this. And because this is the Raphael cards, you've got Raphael standing at the back there, and he is the healing angel. He can heal these emotions on this card. He can heal you of your emotions, be it maybe you're feeling life is a little bit boring at the moment, boredom. But what it's saying with the card underneath, it says stability and efficiency, taking charge of the situation. You have to take charge of that situation. Maybe it is time that you made some ambitious plans. That's also what it says at the bottom of the Emperor card here. Just noticing too, that's the 4 of Raphael, and the Emperor card is also a 4. There's a 4 up here, so it's 2 4s. Seeking out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. Stability and efficiency. Taking charge of the situation. Ambitious plans. I'm going to pull a couple of clarifying cards because I have to see where this is going first. And I haven't even read your last 2 cards. Yes. Okay. I'll leave that one just for now. Okay, on this row here, we got the Ace of Raphael. Aces are always new beginnings, and it says a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. So basically with these cards here, you've got the 5 of Michael saying that this situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. You then have a 10, which is the end of a cycle, and then you get an Ace, which is a new emotional experience. A lot of emotional cards have been coming up for the Life Path readings for July. So I think your main 2 here in this row is the 10 of Ariel and the new beginning with the Ace of Raphael. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. So, go into this row here, and we've got the clarifying card is the Queen of Ariel. It says mature, practical, generous and happy. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Practical and wise advice. That's kind of the card in the middle of your reading here is the Emperor. And it's stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. And then you've got this card here saying nurture yourself and those that you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Practical and wise advice. We have seek out other possibilities, look for the magic in life, be aware of your own emotions. Sorry guys, I just had to go and get a drink of water. It's winter time here in New Zealand, and I think I've got a little bit of a cough. So yeah, getting back to this 4 of Raphael, you know, this is a card of like deep inner thought, feeling that Life is just not happening for you. You might feel that you've got such a lot of effort into things and it's not working out the way that you thought it might, or as quickly as you might want it to. But there are ways of seeking out other possibilities. But definitely look for the magic in life. All things happen for a reason, like they say. But, being a life path number 9 too, the Emperor card there is a very good card for life path number 9s. You're all about stability and efficiency, taking charges of situations. But don't forget to nurture yourself and those that you love. A lot of the readings have been about nurturing yourself, sort of type thing, doing this inner work. I'm going to go over here because we haven't even touched on these cards. There's another major arcana card here, and it's called Decisions with Archangel Josephiel. And it says, release yourself from that which holds you back, the need to detox unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. And then underneath you have the 3 of Gabriel, which reads, prosperity arising from wise planning, time to take the next step, optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So this is, 3 of Wands in the normal tarot deck. This is waiting for your ships to come in with wise planning and all this sort of type thing, especially with the Emperor card right in the centre here. Stability and efficiency, taking charge of the situation. So in the middle of the month, you're taking charge of the situation. You've been taking charge of the situation. You've got an end of a cycle here. You've got a new beginning here. Your ships are coming in. Releasing yourself from that which holds you back, the need to detox unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. This is where this card comes in. This is all about, a lack of self-confidence, a lack of believing in yourself. Wondering, is it ever going to happen? Is it, all those sorts of things, and then you get this card coming along saying that, your ship is coming in. It just might not be as quickly as you want, but you're ending out a cycle here. And I think once you get past this first week, basically, you've got 2 cards here. That one and that one. You've got that 5 of Michael here saying this situation doesn't serve you. This one here saying release yourself from that which holds you back. Especially with that card there, what is holding you back is you. You might not think that, but with this card here, this is Archangel Josephiel, and she's got a bird cage here. She's opened the door. All of the birds have flown out of the cage bar one. This one bird here sitting in the cage generally is you. These are general readings, guys, so if it doesn't apply, it doesn't apply. But this is self-imposed imprisonment. You need to release yourself from that cage. Fly out there with the rest of the flock.
Hello, darling. Nice to see you.
Sorry, guys. My husband on the phone again. I had to answer it, so because talking about this card here, it's up to you to release yourself from that which holds you back. Unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. There's your self-confidence card. I'm going to pull one more clarifying card on that road. But you've got the end of a cycle. You've got a new beginning with the Ace of Raphael. Usually it's an emotional experience, a positive emotional experience. Oops, and that one just flew out of the deck. If I can find it. Sorry, they do that sometimes. And the card you got, and it's only one card that flew up, out, and it's the Magician. So you've got 3 major arcana cards this July. With the Magician, it says, you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. So it's a pretty good card actually to end that main spread on. I won't pull any more cards. Just get them out of our way. But yeah, you have everything in your everything that you need. With this card, you've got everything in your tool belt or your toolbox, whatever gender. It's not gender specific, these videos, but they are general readings. This is the Magician. You can be the magician in your life. You just need to get out of this. I'm going to say get out of this emotional funk. And let's face it, we've all been there. And start using your magician qualities, if you like. With the Magician, he has all the suits of the cards, the wands, the cups, the pentacles, and the swords. He has it all at his disposal. With the Magician card, it is also the negative side of the Magician card is procrastination. So don't procrastinate, guys. Get it done. You know, we're all moving. This year's moving so fast, it's just not funny. You know, this is the 7th month already. And I don't know about you, but I'm a long way ahead of where I should be, sort of type thing. That's how I feel. It's like, how did I get here? But it's because I haven't procrastinated. I've done everything. I've done my due diligence, if you like. And I've basically, yeah. Let me go back to this card. This is what I'm trying to explain here. This was me right at the beginning of my path, basically. Nothing seemed to be working. Nothing that I did was functioning as I thought it had to be. So what I did is did a lot of deep emotional thought about it. I listened to my guides, I listened to my intuition, and I kept going. I did not give up. That part there, that sentence there, look for the magic in life. That's what I basically did. I looked for the magic in life. I knew that, you know, I was on the right path, but it just wasn't going to happen as soon as I wanted it to. We've all been through this card here, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. And at some stage we've just about all had this card, the Magician, and it's basically the shadow side of the Magician is procrastination. You've just got to do the work, guys, and then that's all I can say. Your ships are coming in. You know, that's a very good card. You've got the end of a cycle here with the 10 of Ariel and the new beginning with the Ace of Raphael. Everybody in July, I think, with these retrogrades still happening. And now we're into the eclipse season. It's all going to test us a little bit. So I'm going to leave your main reading there. I hope it made sense. But I think we got there in the end, although it was the roundabout way. So I'm just going to shuffle, give these cards a shuffle, and I'm going to pull an additional message for you. But hey, if it wasn't meant for you, this reading, it's not meant for you. If it is meant for you, hey, you know where I am if you need a personal reading. It's usually the best way to get to the meanings or where you're headed in your life path. Oops. It's your... We have 2 cards. Like I said, the cards jump out quite a bit. Pretty good cards though, guys. Another 4. The 4 of Swords. So the 4 of Swords is like, can be health related issues. This is basically taking a little bit of time out to rest and recover. And maybe there is a need to recuperate, sort of type thing. Especially when you've got emotional stuff going on. Excuse me. It is a good idea to rest and recover. Your second card that fell out is the Ace of Swords. So that's 2 new beginnings. Sorry, there's glare on the card. The Aces are always new beginnings. With the Ace of Swords, it might be a little bit of a bumpy start, but you've already seen that in the cards. You might be a little bit of a bumpy start here, but you've got another new beginning with the Ace of Swords. So let's see if I can get anything else out of these cards. These ones are pretty direct and to the point. There's not a lot of information about them. Yeah, I just kind of feel that this card here is relating to this card here. Although the Raphael card here is Cups, this is the Sword suit. I kind of feel you've got, you know, there's 3 4s there. And I feel that this situation has got you a little bit down. And this is why you might just need to take a little bit of time out to bounce back, basically. And hey, we all get down at some stage in life. But you've got the strength of the Emperor here, with the stability and efficiency, taking charge of the situation. So pretty good cards, really. Explains a lot in this reading. Watch your emotional health. You know, this is about emotional health as well, I think, especially with this card here. It's also Archangel Raphael. You can call upon him for his help. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, they cannot help you unless you ask for their help. So with Archangel Raphael, he is a healing angel. You can call upon him for help for any healing that needs to be done. And we're all going through it at this stage. There's a lot of healing work needs to be done. So yeah, so just watch your emotional health, and you have a new beginning with the Ace of Swords here. So I'm going to leave the reading there. Sorry for the stop-start. These things happen. But that's what happens when you do live videos. So I'm going to leave it there. I wish you all the best for July. Like I said, if you do need a personal reading, I'm only too happy to help. So have an awesome July, guys, and remember, you do have this Magician card. You can make it happen. So we'll see you all again very soon. So take care, guys.